This is Mr. Engineer, and we're diving straight into truck fails. I've been in the game over 40 years, but even I shake my head at the disasters you're about to watch. Heavy hauling's a lot like cooking steak. It's all about timing and temperature. Rush it, and you'll ruin both the load and your day. The fix? Simple. Open the vent before you unload. Costs you 10 seconds, saves you about $10,000 in repairs. Well, there's your Monday morning wake-up call. 1 second you're hauling trash, the next you're starring in your own fireworks show. Lucky for the driver, it was more flash than flame. With weight distribution maxed out and traction at the limit, the crane inches forward. Operator skill and torque management keep it from slipping on the loose surface. It's a master class in controlling mass on a hostile gradient. If you've ever wondered what happens when gravity, momentum, and a bad day meet on the highway, here's your answer. Every turn is a gamble. You're either one step closer to the wind farm or one slip closer to a winter vacation in the ditch. Packing over 850 horsepower and a massive blade, the Cat D11 moves thousands of cubic meters per shift. Its elevated sprocket design improves track power transfer, making short work of even the hardest overburden. Just like that, another slice of Brazil's finest granite is on its way from mountain face to marketplace. Gravity's the boss here, and she doesn't care about your delivery schedule. With a steady hand and nerves of steel, the pipe layer swings into position, lifting, guiding, and turning that truck like a conductor, leading an orchestra of iron. And here comes the OHT 777D, spraying water like a pro athlete hitting perfect shots. Dust doesn't stand a chance. Mine operations stay smooth and unstoppable. convoy was running smooth. Trucks pulling the tanker, tanker pulling the excavator. Then, in one split second, that excavator hit the wrong bump and went down like a prize fighter in the third round. That's the problem with tracks. Once you're on them and stuck, you're in the trains world now. And in that world, the schedule's king. When your bucket's biting hard and the rock's fighting back, that rear lift is the loader's way of saying, "All right, let's dance." And in mining, the loader always leads. Afternoon heat shimmers. The excavator's arm moves steady, deliberate. Concrete gives way, the old giant finally bows. And there it is, the dreaded mud stall. Oh no! Loading a 470 onto a lowboy isn't about speed. It's about balance, traction, and a steady throttle. One wrong move and gravity wins.
Back up!
Forget horsepower. On days like this, you run on people power. One bus, dozens of boots digging into the snow, and a chorus of shouts. This is the kind of winter teamwork that keeps Canada moving. In the biting cold of 25°C, Mammoet, Canada rolled a gas oil pressure reactor the height of a 19-story building across a private bridge. At 6,215 meters long, 5.2 meters wide, 384 tons, and 320 wheels, it was less a truck move and more a slow-motion industrial epic. The bridge bent under the weight, but the convoy kept crawling forward, unshaken. And that, my friends, is why you always keep your load low, your bucket level, and your pride in check. Under the roar of diesel and the sweep of hydraulic arms, the ship becomes a living factory. Cranes pulling coal from the depths, dozers shaping the black tide into order. Only in snowy weather do you find out a Zeter's turning radius is infinite, as long as you don't mind losing all sense of direction for a few seconds. Hydraulics roaring, booms swinging, buckets scooping tricky material. The EKG-10 turns routine loading into a high-octane mechanical spectacle. Precision meets raw power, dust flying everywhere. 4 excavators line up. Buckets swing, concrete cracks, dust erupts. The wall trembles under relentless steel. Like a prehistoric beast dragging its kill, the D8L hauls that massive chain, ripping brush and earth from the land's grip. That pull looked slow and steady, but trust me, when you're hauling a fire truck in icy conditions, slow is the only way to go if you want to keep all 4 wheels under you. If this RV had a name, I'd call it Snow Dancer. From silence to thunder, the Landini's diesel breath shakes Cololongo, pure mechanical resurrection. Listen to that chain strain. That's not just metal under load, that's the sound of 3 Eastern workhorses telling physics to take a back seat. What's happened? These tractors were already veterans, and the way it eases off that trailer, like it's done this 1,000 times before breakfast. With inches to spare and gravity against him, the 637E dances back from the edge, a mechanical cliffhanger with a happy ending.
He did it. Yeah!
When the Rubian convoy rolled out with the Griro cargo, it was less like a truck leaving port and more like a moving piece of architecture. Every axle carried history, steel, and craftsmanship down to the last bolt. That's how you know the crew and the truck both know exactly what they're doing. Some folks see snow as a problem. Farmers see it as just another surface to work on. Narrow gauge, no guardrails, and just enough load balance to keep that truck from tipping. Pure nerves and skill at work. It's quite powerful, right? That's not just a mess. That's a full-blown call the forklift army situation. Some folks change tires in minutes. These guys, they measure progress in coffee breaks and forklift refuels. From minor slips to total wrecks, today proved once again, machines don't forgive. This is Mr. Engineer signing off. Like the video, subscribe, and stay safe out there.